Okay, I wanted to kind of demonstrate some of the other things that I'm doing with the game and how I'm just putting a lot of effort into subtle little details that will make the game better. So in the original game, basically, the whole turnstile here had no real collision detection. You just basically jumped out of this. But in this version of Final Fight, basically everything you can see has collision detection hooked up to it. So you see how I can actually bump into this. I can throw her up there. You can jump on it. All of this stuff has been hooked up. And also, another thing I want to show is that in the original game, the subway cars make the screen shake when they go by, but it's a constant screen shake, meaning that it basically just makes the camera move up and down a pixel or two, in the same pattern every time. But I've done two things. I've randomized the shaking, and I've actually made the shaking proportional to the subway car's distance from the camera. So basically, you'll notice that when I move forward and the subway car, starts, getting closer to the camera, you're basically going to see the screen shake ramp up as it gets closer, and when it's all the way there, it's going to be shaking, at its most violently, and when the subway car gets farther away from the camera, as it goes farther to the left, the shaking is going to ramp down again. So here, let me demonstrate this. So see how it starts with kind of less shaking, and then as the subway car is going to get farther away from the camera, you're going to see the shaking slowly, subtly ramp down again. And so see how the shaking is kind of ramping down, and then it's all the going all the way to nothing. So that's basically the idea. I'm adding in a bunch of subtle, nice little things, and these are all the little details that make a game nice. Because basically, what I want people to come away with when they play the game is I want them to think things like, "Oh, it would be neat if you could do this, but I bet they won't do it because that would be a big pain to implement." And one of the greatest feelings when playing a game is realizing that, holy crap, they actually did it. They actually put in the extra effort. Whoever made this really cared about the quality of the game, and they took the time to do all these little details properly. So, that's just a little example of that.